again tonight, the frontline, of course, will expose the predisposition by the vice president in his quest to claim to have introduced what you call digitalization in Ghana. However, fact checking has established the former President John Dramani Mahama introduced fiber optics encompassing digitalization. Anamebwa. Yet your memoir, Vice President Wayne Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia, Maye Yasum Dede, Adeba Kwa, Vice President Wayne, FSO or their GD Baby now. About the fact is said. And what the digital Mitsikwana Kwakune me book yafros, and it's at the way, and a digitalization, and I'm so come on, stop these crooks jokes. Some funky car, let me tell you, before the vice president of Abesa and some Huna Mutu Amokekano, mobile phones now badida, and Amebwa. You are speaking, the communicators of MPP, be careful, will not allow some of you to go out there and tell lies. Before Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia's introduction of digitalization, mobile phones were there already. And all these social apps way, and them near Dadina, never heard that. Sa e-commerce in me one never heard that. We know the truth. At Dana Moody politics I na da akoshisem and na braba, all because esa at all cost in your power. Edi India. And obviously I'm mufraza, yeah mufrao. But you see, mo politics na mo ma eni enye clean inti. Ghana for mpo we refuse. Na John Mahama no aka kire Ghana for all can e bi ni. Oh look, mumyanya hwe yi o. Mumyanya hwe yi. Na woton okwadra yi na America. Me Kwaku media no no. Hey, I can speak a lot about the fact that John Mahama wait and koye and John Mahama take responsibility for that. Yes. Na makane kura kire no. Dia wa yenso esene fata no so owura ka kire no. Na bona baso na makwan se toa so when your opportunity asan be ye bon ewia se yesi obisa onyere kwan o onyere kwan san kofa ye nchi oto na omukeka ena John Mahama na wa ba be sin koro sesi ana oba ne den na oba be na fa na wo vice president on what transfer 8 years na we di mate no we di mate soon sa home no and you no driver ni na no mo fa cars no dey call he sees more than even the driver. How many of us and ye be jatum ye nyintum say former president John Dramani Mahama ne era before obefra bem na sa digitalization asemi na badada na die ne de power digitalization e de be a see e ka fiber optics ya see akra ne saying. What do you make of it? Answer digitalization or digitalization, whichever way you want to call it. And obeba. Mama me and politics. Take a listen to this, folks.
This is a fiber optic network that, as you've been told, travels for 800 kilometers starting from here, all the way to Kwaku in the Upper East region, and then connected to Accra to the data center and through there to the rest of the country. When I came here this morning, we went into the switching room to take a look at the servers that are driving this optic fiber network, and we significantly had a teleconference with two of my ministers. The first video conference was with Ms. Hannah Tete. She was sitting in her office at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and we called her and had a video conference. We talked with her, chatted, very clear pictures, very audible sound, good quality communications. And then from there we called the Upper West Regional Capital, WA, and we spoke to the Deputy Minister of the Upper West Region. And there again, very good quality communications, good sound, good video, and it was a very inspiring thing. This fiber optic is going to allow us to do a lot of things. As I said, it's 800 kilometers long. It is going through 120 communities, all the way to our northern border. And it is going through 20 districts. Now, in every district, every public facility is going to be connected to the fiber optic. And so for every district, schools, hospitals, district assembly offices, police stations, just name it, every public facility in the district is going to be connected to the fiber optic. And so it means that we can do e-government, we can do our internet, we can do e-learning, we can do e-health. I mean, any application that we want to do, we have the opportunity to do it now because the infrastructure exists to carry it. Fiber optic can carry video, it can carry voice, it can carry data. And it gives you a huge, what we call broadband.
Why wouldn't you talk about their predecessor? Why? A didn't know predecessor no. And no man why no. What the woman na umeka na unebie die na umagana for who say hey ono so why bi na wo de answer wo kana hye. So no. Adeba ko MPP for today me bie so akere mo. E ma me di dra MPP for pa ye say the propaganda that went into some of the campaign ne ye ka de ben bus branding and confirm to kwaha we na me so okay munya abotre maba power. What you have to do is say prosecute bus branding, prosecute and confirm it to Kobokina and all of that nina manye. But we say we feast in this politics of foolishness. That's what we feast in. Now, following the above infrastructure introduced, then the Ayalolo commercial buses were also commissioned along with this technology. Me krana me refi say hey Ayalolo bus kram fi say nanu Ayalolo bus so by papa ya breso. Enti wo bo hu dewuro Ayalolo bus was Ayalolo whatever you may call it was operating on certain technological arrangement. Yes sir. Na die ene ye die. Anagani ye refi ene kre che na refrache. Politics are bonini sumwo munti. Yenka ade papa mfa nipa no da meanwhile ye de man so a ontimi nye skadie ni medie nkoa na montoto Maybachs Land Cruisers akese driving pa sit nana kwabnanketia of Escado can. So when you wake up and you see the very stupid people driving with sirens and making noise, you make it look as if they see a baby sumom. Take a listen to this. What John Mahama also did when it comes to the commercial buses, even in the capital. Watch this.
It will take off. So the conductors are not going to stand and be shouting, Accra. 30 minutes if the bus must move, it will move. And we're starting with this corridor, Amasamai of Ankoa Chimota to Tudu corridor. There will be two kinds of buses. There will be the express bus, and that one will go straight, direct. And there will be the ones that stop along the road. So if you are going to stop in Tesano, you don't take the express service, you take the one that stops along the road, so that when you get to Tesano, you can get off. It's going to be a new system. It's going to be a new system. And you can use your mobile phone to pay the fare. And so if you have mobile money, you use your mobile and pay the fare, and you can ride the bus. You know, it's going to be electronic ticketing. And so if you have an electronic ticket, you slot it and then you ride the bus. This is a collaboration between government and the private transport unions. And so we formed an overseeing company called GAPTI that will be responsible for supervising the operations of the bus. There's going to be an operations room here. It's fully computerized, and there will be people there monitoring. At every one time, they can tell where every single bus is, and whether it's late or it is on time, they'll be able to tell, and they can communicate with the driver and tell him what to do. And so this is a modern system. We're starting with the Amasamai of Ankoa Chimota route, and then from there we're going to start with Adenta to Accra. Then we're going to start from Kaswa to Accra, and then we'll do Tema to Accra. So all the lateral routes coming into the city are going to be served with this new bus system. But Amasaman, Ofanko, Achimota, you are number one, and that's why we're starting here. And so I want to thank you very much for the warm welcome you gave me. I'll be back here for us to commission and launch this bus project. This is just an inspection visit. They are finishing the terminal in Accra Central, and once that is finished, before the end of this year, I'll come and will officially launch the service.
Oh, Ghana, oh, David. And you, the frontline want to interrogate further and demand to know what introduction of digitalization by the Vice President to Ghanaians and what impact it has made on Ghanaians, both urban and rural. Again, digitalization ben Bawumia Vice President or Diabeya. Me Kwaku me say impact ben ebetimi ana emeki on those of us in the urban and then those in the rural folks. Now I'm going to give you the facts. What we do know for a fact is that on the 4th of November 2022, a joint memorandum to Parliament by Ken Ofori-Atta, former finance minister, was shata refufua shesa onu se oyo software chobun se oye number 1 na da ni baako Ken Ofori-Atta wotu president nyum chi obi anso na kumam nye papa. Now listen. A joint memorandum to Parliament by Ken Ofori-Atta and Mame Osla Owusu Ekufo prepared a document called Ghana Digital Acceleration Project. Womu prepare a document called Ghana Digital Acceleration Project. A document and was financed by a loan to Ghana from International Development Association of the World Bank Group. And the amount involved was $200 million US. Ghanaians will soon pay this money. Document in the here. Producer, fetu screen is momo. Any document in the hono. The one can't change me chatro. Any this is the document you name. Now questions above. How far implementation of the project? How much has been spent so far? Who are involved in the project? Who is supervising the project? Value for money. And I don't know. Says Sikaway, Mame Osila Owusu, anyone, the finance minister know what you to read and Omuko prepares our document we. Then in 2022, and Omdura Parliament, 2023, this document got passed in Ghana's Parliament. That's the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic. Yes, Omo pass here. Now, Anadru Midramame Osla Owusu Ekufo Owusu ne consul say, would Osla Owusu confirm or deny that her colleagues MPs from the same aisle were adamant in approving this loan facility? Omrame kanchire me. Ne kura na enye ne kura. Say ne colleague MPs no wo mo approve sa document we. The kwasem na aye nsem. Oh yeah. We have some recordings of them because the MPs were not happy. But Kwanya Mame Oslo Owusu faso on the finance minister Ken Ofori-Atta eka ho wo mo di document we call Parliament e pass en onyanko pompe no nim. We and almost say then acceleration of the digital whatever. Enunie. Na yembisa say ever since Sika sign the womb $200 million, folks. $200 million. Yamena America enunie. Womunye scanning free infant International Development Association of the World Bank Group enunie. And that screen is on. Semahu enim guase fo akwaba de munnim ni Oslo Owusu sorry and Oma Kofasa Kelvin G whatever and I mean refugees I can pray from say on there na mo de abeto ni sa Nigeria ni no and omu di Ghana sika na munya botre he on my way me donyame mun komu sa o on my way eye na ye dia o. I have to break the news to the MPP. You don't control the entire military. You don't control the police. And you can't control the security services. No. Eye na ye man. Enti mo peu. On my way ye ni mo betre mu squarely. Ni ya chia yam. Me Kwaku menti ase se obekwa akoji se iskawe. Mo misa project na wie sen. Ani nie. Mo de be ye den. Ghana Digital Acceleration Project. Also akwakoye all the rural areas, telecommunication, telephony, and at the end. Mo misa se waye kodru sen. Sika na ka sen. Eskedi enkwam. Ama moyefo emumuyefo eni etrimodefo a mu nitima ema Ghana fo mu ye ni mu ye die nkwam. Sika no so mokwa mu hu dia mode ye. Folks, my main can message ni emfensi anko. I say, so Kwaku, what is your take it or you leave it? This is not for the weak. I'm not talking for the NDC. One of the nonsense and the foolish talk that I will not entertain is the fact that when I was talking somewhere else, and it looks as though that talking was going for another Amanyo Kobi there, na yamo demeboa. Absolutely rubbish. I hate stupidity. You better change your style, think like a human being, and let's walk along. I'm not going to the rhythm has changed. Oh. The rhythm has changed. When I'm talking for NDC, I'm talking for MPP. Whoever I am talking for is about the fact that Ghana must change. You must stop your foolish communications and let's sit to reason and change. And we together will think and talk and make a difference. Whether NDC, MPP, what are Ghana for? NDC for what are Ghana for? MPP for what are Ghana for? So whichever, should all of us go to MPP? Don't speak like a scavenger. Please. I'm not going to entertain ye de nibri ne de aba o. Wunni me nibri o ye de aba. I want to be decent with my listeners and viewers, but please, make sure okay? Over there, no, when I was telling them the truth, they couldn't bond my words with patience. The only thing they did was to kick the program off and stop the program. And